This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Canuck Clay Emo, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take for Thursday, April the 13th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. The Canucks season is over. That's it. Just like that, the season is over. I'm going to leave a lot of time for reflection and introspection, not just tonight, but next week as well, as I debate what I'm going to do for the next couple weeks. There's the Abbotsford Canucks, there's the NHL playoffs as well. I'm going to tell you a bit about my NHL pool as well. So as we get started, firstly, most importantly, welcome to all of you. Moderators, do what you need to do. Members as legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thanks to all of you for your support, as always, and everyone else. No matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Seafston and Richmond in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I don't take you for granted. You know that I know. You could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you're here with me, 43 of you waiting for me, that's awesome. I invite you. I always take you. I almost messed up there. I always appreciate you. I never take you for granted. So subscribe so you can get active in the chat section and get my videos every day. Like the video. 40 of you in here, only 14 likes. So let's bump that up. I'm going to get to Lucas's awesome donation in a second. You leave a donation and get the donation train out of the station like Lucas just did. So he got the donation train out of the station, but you can leave a donation like Lucas just did. You can become a member. You can upgrade your membership. You can gift a membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. I will talk about tonight's game. And then I will then turn over to you because I want to ask you a couple questions about this season. I will talk about my hockey pool. I will do some Ask Me Anything, and we'll see what happens for the rest of the night. So let's get going. I want to acknowledge Lucas's donation. Thank you to legendary Lucas Gates for getting the donation train out of the station. Choo-choo. $11 donation. Since this was Cheech's last game, going to say this. I did interact with him last quickly after the game against the Flames on the 8th. Oh, that's awesome. Said, congrats, Cheech, all the best. That's so cool, Lucas, that you got a chance to talk to him. I'm sure he appreciated you. And I agree. Like, sub, and consider membership. So let's give some love to Lucas in the chat section right now. Thank you, Lucas, for your support. As always, always appreciate it. And, yesterday we actually got skunked donation-wise, which is fine because everyone was so generous. The previous night, on Tuesday night, with the news about Raymond Zawada's death, got skunked last night. So Lucas ensures there's no skunk tonight, which is fine. You guys know I don't do this for the money. Of course, I'd be doing something else if it was for the money. But as IC says, once the donation train is out of the station, it needs more donos to get rolling, to keep rolling. Well, we'll see what happens. But thank you everyone for your generosity, not just tonight, but throughout all of these streams. So let's talk about tonight's game. I'll do that first. And then, like I said, I have a series of questions that I want to ask you about this season, not only this game, but more importantly, this season. So this is what happened tonight. PD scores 4 minutes into the game. And this was you kind of saw this play happening actually as Hughes held the puck on the blue line and then gets it to PD streaking down the left side. A nice move to the inside and puts it through the goaltender's legs. And now PD's at 39 on the season. So maybe it's either going to be PD or Kuzmenko that hits the 40 goal total for this season. Then Liam O'Brien, I've never heard of him. I don't know if you guys had, scores the second goal of the season, knocks it out of midair, and then it's 1-1. Then Connor Garland gets a power play goal. nifty pass from, I don't think I've ever said nifty on a stream. A nifty pass from Beauvillier from behind the net, and Connor Garland one times it. It's 2-1. Then JT Miller scores on the power play with Brock Besser providing a nice screen. Now it's 3-1. Then Garland scores again. A point shot by Kyle Burrows goes off of Garland's skate. I don't know how such a small guy has a skate that you can even hit, but he did. And now it's 4-1. 14 minutes in the game. It's 4-1 for the Vancouver Canucks. Then Travis Boyd. I don't know how this guy always plays so well against the Canucks, considering he only played for us, I think, for half a season. Travis Boyd scores with just 7 seconds left from in front of the net, and then it was 4-2 going into the first intermission. Liam O'Brien scores again in the second, and that was, I think it wasn't a point shot, but it was a shot that Delia was kind of screened on. And then Nick Schmaltz scores with only 3 minutes remaining to make it 4-4. A bit of a broken play. PD actually had trouble getting the puck out of the zone. And then Connor Garland scores his third of the season, third of the night. First career hat trick. It happens against his former team. So with those 3 goals, Garland actually finishes with 17 goals, only 1 fewer than Brock Besser. So actually we'll get to the individual stats in a second. And more importantly, we'll talk about the ramifications of this victory tonight. So shots on goal, pretty even though the Canucks only had 1 shot in the second period. Face-offs, pretty even. Canucks special teams, awesome. 2 for 4 on the power play. Went perfect on the penalty kill. Penalty minutes even, hits even. Actually, not bad. 49 hits total for the final game of the season. Most guys probably wanting Justin saying Garland's upgrading his trade value. That's really, really funny. Oh, and Carol's here. Carol, we've been praying for you. We've been thinking about you. We were talking about you last night. We sure hope that surgery went well. Glad that you are in here. Yeah, but 49 hits and 1 fight in the last game of the season, where most guys just want the season to end. Quite surprising, actually. Then, of course, all the big guns for the Canucks scored. 3 goals for Garland on 5 shots on goal. Miller had 2 points, 1-1. DiGiuseppe had 1. PD had 1. 39th Beauvillier. Kuzmenko, no goals, but 2 assists. So a lot of big points that you see here. Just looking at shots on goal, 5 for Garland was the biggest. And then for hits, we had Stadnicka leading with 3 blocks, not a lot, and then so on and so forth. For the defenseman, Quinn Hughes, after going pointless for 5 games, I think it was, or 5 or 6 games, he kind of makes up for a lot of them. He gets 3 assists tonight. And Kyle Burrows, surprisingly, gets 2 assists. Myers and Hirose had the toughest night defensively. They were both -2s. Look at Kyle Burrows. What a warrior. 2 points, +1, 1 fight, 2 shots, 5 hits. All he was missing was a couple of blocks. Colin Delia was good enough, I guess, for the win, making 24 saves on 28 shots. So let's talk about individual stats. Then let's talk about the ramifications and the standings of tonight's win. Oh, and Carol, quiet. I don't know why this watch starts talking. And Carol says, "Thank you, everybody. Unfortunately, the surgery did not go well." Carol, I'll give you a call over the weekend if that's okay. I'm very sorry to hear that the surgery did not go well. I'll message you on the weekend for sure. So let's talk about the Canucks individual stats. So this is how they finish. Pettersson, 102 points in 80 games, so he missed two games. JT Miller finishes with a point a game, 82 points in 81 games. Hughes just short of a point a game, but still the highest scoring season for a Canucks defenseman at 76. Kuzmenko, what a rookie season. 74 points in 81 games, the 39 goals. And then Besser, 55 and 74. You guys know what I'm going to say. 55 and 74. 0.74 points per game, just off his career mark of 0.78. So he was fine. Stuck on those 18 goals. And Bo Horvat somehow still there. Then Garland with a nice late season surge, 46 points for him. Dakota Joshua, 23. So then total goals, you have 39 for Kuzmenko, Pettersson, 32, and then 31 for Horvat when he was here. And remember, he got traded after went 2/3 of the way through the season. So 430 goal scorers for the team. And then, of course, we talked about the points. You go plus minus. PD and Hughes, unsurprisingly, leading the team. Who was the worst? Was it Brock? Oh, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, minus 24. That's not good. Brock, minus 20. I don't want to look at that anymore. Penalty minutes, 76 penalty minutes for Tyler Myers, 71 for Luke Shannon. He played 23 fewer games. That tells you about that. And then, time on ice is a good one. Time on ice, Quinn Hughes with 25 minutes, Hronek with 24, Myers with 21 as the leaders. And then finally, face-off percentage. Aiden McDonough goes 100%, but let's go to actually guys who did a lot. Horvat was 56, but Miller was 55, which is pretty impressive. What's PD? 44.3. Okay, that's, I think, a part of the game that he is going to need to work on. By the way, I want to say hello to everyone who is watching Game Over Vancouver, and Kaya's here, which I love because she's so good at supporting me. I try and support her, even though I don't know what she's talking about half the time when she makes pop culture references, as proven on Game Over tonight. But I thought Kaya had a paper to do. Anyways, I'm not here to judge. Hello, Kaya, and everyone else that was here was with Kaya, Sam, and me in Game Over. Thank you for doing double duty. And I see that Kempner, I got a plan for the offseason. I'm looking forward to working on that. And Kaya, continued blessings on your paper. So this is what we've been waiting for. What did the Canucks win do to the standings themselves? Well, I wouldn't say it was a costly win. Wasn't it crazy how at the start of the week, the Canucks were locked in this 25th spot, 8th from the bottom. And I said, okay, there's no way Philly can't catch them. So best case scenario, they finish 8th at 6% chance. 6% chance to win the lottery. But in this, by winning the last 2 games, they've shot up from 79 where they were here all the way up to 83. And now they're exactly where I didn't want them to be. I kept saying they'll finish 8th to 10th from the bottom. They finished 11th from the bottom because they passed St. Louis, they passed Detroit, they passed Washington. So they're here at 22nd overall. So that means 11th from the bottom. And as I've said many times, that keeps them in the lottery for Connor Bedard because you can only jump a maximum of 10 spots. If they had finished 1 spot higher in 21st, 12th from the bottom, if they win the lottery, they can only jump to 2nd overall. So it's actually very, very important that they wound up in this 22nd spot because at least they have it's a small chance, but you're saying there's a chance. There's a 3% chance that the Vancouver Canucks can win the draft lottery. So at least they have a 3% chance. If they had lost today, I believe they lose the tiebreaker to St. Louis. So if they had lost flat out, they would have a 3.5% chance. So they lost 0.5% chance. For some people to say, oh, that's nothing. They're not going to win anyways. Others say, a chip in a chair is all you need. So every half percentage point would be very important. And as Peter says, 3% is better than 0. That's one way of looking at it. But then Indigo says 3% chance, yes, 97% chance that it won't happen. So that's true. That is also indeed true. And that's why it's called a draft lottery. So I'm going to do my mid-show sponsor read, and then I'm going to offer a few opportunities for you to get involved, and I can read some of your comments about this game. No, not about this game, about this season, actually. I think it's more appropriate. Okay, let's do that. So let's do that mid-show sponsor read right now, right here, right now. I just said right now twice. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Visit them and see all their services at ptform.com. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey Nine Brewing, my eternal sponsor. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay. Receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessies. And I appreciate all of these sponsors that have supported me throughout this entire season. Mid-show reminder to you to subscribe, to like the video, to leave a donation, keep that donation train going, to gift memberships, to upgrade your membership, to become members. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Canucks fan 2024, you missed Game Over. Yeah, that's why you can go back and watch it once again. That's why we have it on replay for sure. Thanks to everyone who's here, whether you're local, like I always say, or whether you're around the world, like Anula is from Sweden, which I always appreciate. So Canucks and hockey related questions only, but I'm going to help steer this one. Let's do this. Let's try this. Sum up in one word only, and don't cheat by putting 6 words together and then not putting a space in there. Sum up in one word only this season. And maybe disappointing is one, but sum up for me, for the chat, for all 75 people in here. How would you sum up this season in one word? In one word. And as we get going, Justin says 649 gold ball jackpot at the moment is currently 64 million, 3 balls left, 1 is gold. I just find it ironic because we have a 3% chance, and since 649 might be, this is the year that we might get that gold ball. Sure, I'll take that. Oh, I love these already. So one word, I'm gonna read the ones that actually follow the instructions. Sum up this team in one word, whether it's this team or this season. Here we go. Flabbergasted. Inconsistent. Typical. Chaotic. Slump. Drama. I'm going to let this one go. Roller coaster. That's technically 2 words, but I'm a nice guy. And yeah, I'm seeing a lot of other comments about other things. Type them again, because I'll ask you other questions in a second. But right now I'm doing the season in a word. Meh. Confusing. Man, you listen to me just do these one word at a time. It sounds like I'm trying to learn English or something. Another cheater, but I'll take it. Roller coaster. Typical. Failure. Mid. Okay, even I know what that means. Mid. My boys call me that all the time. Classic. Indigo says I should have used one emoji. Well, that'll be later. No, but then I can't really read them. I would just show them. Disappointing. Typical. Disappointing. Filipendulous. What does that mean? Is that even a word? Or did I just swear? Hopeful. The first positive one I've seen. Hopeful. Strange. Messy. Sad. Now, you guys, I'm getting sad. Drama. Followed by drama. Clueless. Hope you're not talking about me. Late start. Okay. Late start. That's 2 words, but I'll let it go. Wasteful. Aquilini. Sexy. I'm not asking words to describe me, Peter, but thank you. Benning. Sussy. Foregone, as in foregone conclusion. Oh, I like that one. Another Benning. Sell. Okay, I'm going to look up this word. I don't even know what it means. But Kai is way smarter than I am, so I don't even know how to pronounce it. Does it have anything to do with Among Us? What does Among Us mean? Among Us. Kaya, educate me. Brutal. Mid. F pending, that's kind of cheating. Another hopeful. Late. Surprising. I want to give a shout out to my man, Jaden. Nice to see you. I appreciate everyone that's here, but I don't get to see Jaden a lot. So we'll have to meet at the Monkey 9 soon again, Jaden. I know what you're trying to make me say. I know who this is, and I'm going to come down and find you. I'm not silly. I know all these type of jokes. Remember, I have 2 teenage boys. Well, not anymore. Sean's a little older. Don't try. I can't believe I even dignified that by putting that on the screen. Bruins, hopeful. Yeah, Jay, I know what mid means. I know. Thank you, though. Clueless, great movie. So Philippendulous, suspended by or strung upon a thread. I like that. I'm going to start using that. Philippendulous. Bedard. Eventful. Hot. Again, Peter, talking about me. I'm talking about the Canucks. Redo. Nice. 10 Clay. Oh, thank you, Indigo. Can you imagine someone just come joining the stream right now and all they're hearing me is saying these one-word answers? Okay, your average dude, I was going to say, act your age, but I guess technically you're acting your age because I know how old you are. Petey. Coke. I'll say Coke, not as good as Pepsi. Of course, Ricky. You know who you're talking to. Tankless. Stressful. Anti-tank. What the heck is this? Flockanuckalika an abstract sense of uselessness. Flocka overtook Chet as he realized he had no way to escape the oversized crustacean. Oh, I can't even read the rest of the sentence, let alone that word. Bubbly. Justin, are you trying to get me upset now? Now you guys are being funny. Well, we're still going here. Asinine. Okay, I thought, actually, thank you. Amogus? That's like Among Us, right? A crewmate or imposter character. Thank you, Jay. See, Jay helps me too. Hopeful. Renovation. High. Oh, no, you're saying high. I thought that was the word. Change. Inconsistent. Whoops. Inconsistent. Bootylicious. Now Adam has joined Peter in describing me. Thank you. Bananas. Is that a Kuzmenko reference? Disgusting. Fanta. I don't drink that stuff. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Welcome. Oh, you're saying you're welcome. Hello, Matthew. I'm doing great. Nice to see you. Marcus uses his 9-month membership message. I don't remember being a member, but hey, I'll take a cool green message. Thank you for using that cool green message, Marcus. Tough, ugly. Okay, now I hope you're not talking about me now. That was pretty good. We went for about 5 minutes in describing this season in a word. Now let's move to biggest highlight of the season. I like this. This is good because this is quick. I don't have to answer any questions. I just get to read this is all about you guys tonight. We have a lot of time to answer questions next week. This is you answering my questions and me highlighting them. 1, highlight of the season. 1. If you put more than 1, I'm not reading it. I'm telling you right now, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm trying to establish some ground rules because I know some of you will type 5 different highlights in and then expect me to read it. 1 highlight of the season. I don't think these are what they were, but I'm just going to pretend they were. Clay is the GOAT. 10 Clay was the highlight. I know these were answers to something else. Coos. And this one, by the way, obviously you can use more than one word for this. So remember, highlight of the season. PD hitting 100 points. Shen scoring a goal before Quinn does. 10 Clay. Me joining this community. Well, we're glad you're here, IC. I'm jealous that Shannon got to meet you before I did. Kuzmenko. There's a highlight, not getting Bedard. PD. Me popping the gritty. Said no one ever. The Horvat trade. Bruce, there it is. Well, that was last season, but that's okay. Whoops. This thing, I need some more stickers on here. Oh, Kaya, I like this one. Game over. I agree. PD hitting 102. PD 100. Got myself an iPhone 14. Okay, great, Matthew. Canucks highlights. Let's go with. Good season. No highlights. Kuzmenko, Demko shutout. That happened near the end of the year. Yeah, Marcus, that game was crazy. And Justin brought me to that game. And I still remember that game. The 4-goal comeback versus Montreal. Myers destroying Tavares. Montreal game. 100 points for Petey. Riley Stillman playing defense with his back turned. Petey getting over 100. Dakota Joshua winning unsung hero. These are really good, you guys. Always Petey. Hughes, the fastest D-man in NHL history, to get 200 assists. I like that one. Hall of Fame inductions for Sedins and Luongo. Excellent. The January meetup at Monkey 9. Now, not saying Rob's doing this. The one way you can get around doing more than one highlight is by giving more than one answer. Because I'm sure some of you have done a couple, which is fine. The Canucks community, love and heart, always coming together for others and experiences and support those in no matter their takes. CCC, Connor, Haley, and so on. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yes. Yes, I see. We'll definitely meet up for sure. The trade for Josh Bloom. Yes. Not really reported a lot on. 100 points for Petey. Calgary missing the playoffs. The BX night, beating the Leafs. Yeah, making Calgary miss the playoffs. Cheech. Kuzmenko doing the lineup cards. Connor Garland with the hat trick. Hronik played 4 games. Clay hitting 10K. Thank you, Shannon. That's very sweet of you. Very, very sweet of you. All right, we're gonna do the same thing. We gotta have a balanced show here. PD putting up 5 points after missing a couple games. Now let's go with the most disappointing, the low light of the season. Only one per comment. The low light of the season. I know these are kind of gonna be in the middle now, so I don't need. I think these are still the end of the highlights, but they might be low lights. PD tripping Hoffman in the Montreal OT. Me being in the arena and seeing Petey get his revenge against Matheson by going 1-1. Yeah, that's a great point, Gurpreet. Pullman playing a couple games, signing Hronik and Hirose. I think these are still highlights. Watching the games with Shannon and Charlie Mel. Horvat's comments. Wondering if Dermott is alive. Got to keep Garland. Not getting Bedard. Now, I think we're moving into the most negative memory now. Treatment of Boudreau. Myers is still a Canuck. The Boudreau situation. The first 7 games. Demko missing a lot of the season. 3% chance. The Bruce fiasco. Thanks, Anula. Always appreciate you tuning in from Sweden. 0-7 start. Hey, Sean. Oh, you haven't watched a Canucks game in a while? Matthew, you probably didn't miss much this season. Boudreau getting fired. Humiliation of Boudreau. Missing the playoffs. Horvat dissing the Vancouver fans. The start of the season, it was Matheson. It was indeed Matheson. Clay not telling us how Alvin ended up in his club. Well, you put him here. I don't know. You just told me to start talking to him one time. Yes, we made this point on Game Over. A full circle season. The first game of the year, a loss against Edmonton. We gave up a 3-goal lead. Tonight, we gave up a 3-goal lead. Boudreau getting fired. Oh, sorry. You're talking about. I get it. That PD stole the puck off Matheson. I get it. Treatment of Bruce. Boudreau fired. Boudreau twisting in the wind. Myers with Stillman. Not making the playoffs. Treatment of Boudreau, including him crying. No hockey after tonight. The night Boudreau got fired because Kaya cried. Not tanking properly. I'll tell you that for free. Demko faking an injury because his defense was frustrating him so much. Demko getting hurt. Not enough words. Choking all the leads. Now I'm getting depressed, you guys. The Rachel Dory story. Injuries. Neither player hitting the 40-goal mark. Having to throw in a sweetener to get rid of Dickinson. OEL and Myers being a pairing at $14 million. The Pearson situation. Wow, this has been a rough season, you guys. Boudreau being the joke, not just locally, but globally across platforms. The Pearson injury fiasco. Shannon not getting to a game or a meetup. Myers still here, paying the players. Bearing Hoglander. Giving up a second-round pick for Riley Stillman. OEL. Watching Myers play offense. Take care of Jarvis. Oh, yeah. Chara saying that we were practicing hoisting the cup. Hockey Magic. Hello, producer Rob. Hi, Robert. Brock Boozer. What does that mean? Not finishing dead last. Trading the pick away for Hronik. The PK almost the worst in NHL history. The whole season. Myers did his best. Our salary cap. Aquilini. Ferland missing another season. The passing of Brock's father. Miller smacking the back of the net. Oh, this is Delia. No problem, Robert. Nice to see you. Chris Lazar signing. The Bruins saying we practice. Not resigning Chason. Miller's effort and turnovers at the beginning of the season. Seeing a guy who looked like you at a game but realizing it wasn't you. Well, another good-looking Asian guy at the game. The decline of Myers. Having us dropped in the draft. Trade our pick and run it back just to do it all again. Enter with the battle pass and said, just kidding. What does that mean? Trading Shen. PK almost being as bad as the Raptors free throws. Yeah, that hurts. Myers playing like he was 5'2" instead of 6'7". Besser's dad. Let's not get too technical, Jay. Besser's dad passed away in the summer, I believe, after the season ended. Coach Rob's streams. Yes. Taj on Twitter. Low light. All right, let's do one more question. This is fun. The night that you did not charge your camera. So what happened? Okay, this is good. The night fans bad-mouthing Miller. He looked like no Canuck Clay jersey and he was still pretty tall. It looked like you, but no Canuck, and he's pretty tall. Okay, so then it wasn't me for sure. Canucks tickets and merch. Okay, you guys are still going with all the negatives. No problem, Marcus. And the PK. So we've done highlights. We've done lowlights. We've done sum the season up in one word. Let's do one more. Sean, give me a question for my stream. I'm trying to get just rapid fire answers from everyone. I've done describe the season in a word. I've done highlight of the season. I've done low. Oh, I know. I got it. Actually, I got two more. One that's about the Canucks and then one that's a little bit more self-serving, but who cares? It's my stream. One priority for the off season. Upgrade D, upgrades third line center, trade this guy, sign this guy, extend this guy, shed salary, whatever it is. What's the one priority? There's more than one, but give me one priority for the season. Excuse me, for the off season. I think there's going to be a lot of these. Clear cap dumps, new ownership. That one's easier said than done. Cap space, Bedard, cap space. Get rid of Myers because I can't stand him. Thank you for the commentary. Fix the D and the cap issues. Oh, you snuck in two there. Draft Bedard, upgrade D, get rid of Myers, OEL, Besser, and Garland. That's a lot. Better hot dogs. I'll take your word for it. Cap space. Aquilini banned from meddling. New owners. Okay, we're getting a lot of Aquilini ones. Re-sign PD. Bonafide backup goalie. Well, you can do it over multiple messages, JC. Serious summer camp and not to tolerate anyone who slacks. Very specific. Sign EP. Cap management. Get more guys who will shoot the puck. Get rid of Myers. Trade first round pick with Besser for a good return. So yeah, that's a big sweetener. DM, like you DM me? We need a third line center. OEL. Garland to the Bruins. Defenseman and third line center. Okay, that's two. Better D. New seats and facilities. If we're going to watch a bad team, we should be comfortable. Resign Erickson. Ryan Reynolds buying out the team. Okay, now you guys are getting silly. A good start. Buy out OEL. Resign PD. Bring back Luke Shen. Get rid of OEL contract. Trade Clay for McDavid. I'll take one for the team. Resign PD. More sandpaper. Sign Shen. Clear cap. Trade OEL for a Big Mac meal. You hungry? Get some big defensive D-men that can clear the front of the net. Trade Myers. Olivia Eglium, OEL. What does that mean? Clay adopts me. Okay, Peter, we can talk. Tanner Pearson returns. Trade up in the draft. Not starting the season with a losing streak. Get rid of Aquilini. Trade Besser. Ryan Reynolds buy the team. Make the skate the permanent home jersey. Top rope Myers. Having ownership admit they messed up and stop thinking they're smarter than anyone else. Trade Garland. Bring back Shen. Get revenge against Horvat. Very, very good. Very, very good. Let's do 2 more minutes of this. Then I will talk about my hockey pool. Then we'll do Ask Me Anything. And then I'll do one more question. Linden by the team. Trade Myers and OEL for Joe Biden and a chicken Big Mac with barbecue. You guys all hungry or something? Cody, ask me this in a minute, if that's okay. New ice. High standards, Peter, but I think you could do it. Will we get to ask Canucks hockey-related questions? Yes. Now, 5 minutes of Canucks and hockey-related questions. 5 minutes. Why wind these up? Less claustrophobic team store. Put sushi on the concourse. Hey, I'm with this one. Hope Besser doesn't get traded. Whopper. What does that mean? Now everyone's hungry. Take care, Matthew. Now Showtime's hungry. When aren't humans hungry? Good point, Taylor. No, Shannon had skipped. Shannon's not hungry. 5 minutes of Canucks and hockey-related questions. 5 minutes. And just a warning, I might not get to all of them. I have a better chance of winning my hockey pool than the Canucks have winning the draft lottery. I'm in dead last. Gurpreet, no, don't worry. People aren't soft in the stream. We're good. Duncan, truly, I don't think they have the money to go after any free agents. And I don't think the free agent class is that strong. Hungry for Bedard. Flames hot grill with perfect toppers. When do you think the Canucks do postseason media availability, on Friday or Monday? Yeah, it won't be tomorrow. That's too soon. So and I don't think it'll be the weekend. I think it'll be Monday before the playoffs start. That's my guess. Do you keep Hirose in your lineup coming the new season? I'm going to see how his training camp is and if we make any upgrades on D. I think he's a good first option of the call-up. I'm not sure if he's going to start the season. I think he's going to start in Abbotsford. How do you think we'll do next year? I'd love to say make the playoffs, but I predicted a third in the Pacific this year, and look how good they did. Most playoff matches are set. Will there be an upset? I think Tampa over Toronto is considered an upset because they're 13 points behind them. But I think that the Islanders could knock off Carolina if Sorokin plays really well, because Carolina can't score a lot of times. If Hextall stays with the Penguins, does the Miller trade happen? No, not at this point. Playoffs for next year. Coaching change was made at the worst time in the worst way. If they made it sooner, they may have made the playoffs. If they made it later, they have better draft place. Plus Boudreau. Yeah, that January was so uncomfortable. I agree with you, IC. I agree with you in hindsight. Who would you be disappointed to have on the roster next season? I think they got to move one, if not two, of Beauvillier, Garland, Besser. I would not target Taves. I think he's going to still want a lot of money. Draft lottery is May 8th. How do I feel about 11th? I see frustration, but we'll get a great prospect. Yeah, I think the fact that we could have finished 8th or 9th is a tiny bit frustrating, but I'm certainly not as upset as others are. Milan Lucic, no thank you. Do you think Logan Stanley for a Rathbone or Hogs deal is something you'd look at? Is Logan Stanley good? I don't even know if Logan Stanley's good. I don't know if Rathbone or Hogs would do it, though, for him. Yes, I am doing the playoff pool. I'll be talking about that in a few minutes. Do you think they're going to dump a lot of salary? Yeah, the easiest way is to buy OEL, although you're paying for that. To trade Myers, that's another way to trade one of Beauvillier, Garland, or Besser. Do I think Boston will dominate? No, I don't think they'll dominate. I think they've had a good run. I don't think it's going to be that strong in the playoffs. I still think they're going to advance for sure, but I don't think they're going to dominate. Do I think the Leafs will pass? I do think they'll beat Tampa this year. For PD to win the Hart, finish higher than 10th in scoring, and Canucks be a lot better. They must trade Miller. I love Besser. Considering we still have a chance at Connor, what special teams full strength line and with who? Are you asking project them with Connor? I'm not sure what you're asking. Yeah, I wouldn't want Taves either. Thanks, Atal. No one wants Taves. He'd be good at covering up locker room drama. Player interviews at 10:30 on Saturday. Management on Monday. Thank you for that. Yeah, that would make sense that it's not tomorrow. Okay, 10:30 on Saturday. I must be around for that. I would move Beauvillier and Garland and Besser, all three. Taves is a free agent, indeed. Dump salary and salary. Playoff predictions. I'm going to wait, Cody, until all the matchups are set. He could retire as an option, but I think team will pick him up. Talking about Taves, yeah. Need more toughness. Take care of DSS. Why do they play DiGiuseppe so much on PP? Yeah, because I think Tocchet was proving a point, and Tocchet loves DiGiuseppe. If Jeannot can get 5 assets, can't we get 5 for best and Grant? That's a great point. Yeah, some would say don't trade Miller now. Trevor Lewis, he's a big boy. Who would you put Bedard with? If we drafted him, that's a good question. If we drafted Connor Bedard, I think I would put him with a guy who could retrieve pucks and a guy who could finish as well. So if you think, let's say Pettersson plays with Kuzmenko, I put Bedard with Besser and how about Bedard, Besser, and Miller? How about Bedard, Pettersson, and Kuzmenko? No, Kuzmenko and Pettersson. Actually, I have to think about that. Do you put Bedard with like a Besser and a Mikheyev, or do you put him on the second line with Miller and Besser and your top line of PD, Kuzmenko, and Mikheyev? Interesting. Next Canadian team to win the Cup, Edmonton. Do I think the Rangers are going to do good? I'm not sure if they're going to get past New Jersey, but that's going to be a heck of a series. Okay, friends, there's a lot there, but I need to move on. Otherwise, I'm not going to get to everything. So I'm going to talk about my playoff pool now, and then I'm going to do a couple of minutes of Ask Me Anything, and then I have one more question for you, and then we'll wind up before. Actually, I might not do the other question. I might just end with Ask Me Anything. So, playoff pool, what I do, and we had 55 people join it last year, which is pretty cool. Not just from the CCC community, but from my friends, my church friends, and Twitter, because I make it very widely spread. It's what's called a confidence pool. So instead of predicting every, it's not a typical bracket pool. I actually think it's really cool. And I'll show it to you right now. It's not finished yet. So this is... Well, I'll just explain it to you instead of showing to you. So basically, all you do is for the 16 teams that are in the playoffs, you assign each of them a point total out of 16. Because every time that team wins, you get that many points. So for instance, you could go Boston 16, Vegas 15, Carolina 14, Dallas 13, Colorado 12, Edmonton 11, New Jersey 10. And then you might give a 1 to a Winnipeg or to a Florida. So you give each team a point total: 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then every time that team wins a series, you get that many points. So obviously you want to give who you think is going to win the Stanley Cup the 16. You don't change that every round. You just set it at the start of the playoffs once. So 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, all the way down to 1. And then you get an extra 25 points if you pick the Conn Smythe winner, the playoff MVP, correct. Add up all the points, and the winner takes it all. It was a lot of fun last year. It's so easy because I do a Google form. All you got to do is you do the Google form, and you send it in, and then it's done. And then I send out standings after round 1, after round 2, after round 3, and in the final. So it's so simple. It's foolproof. Well, unless you don't allocate. But basically, I even lay it out, and it'll say, assign a point total to Boston, assign a point total to Colorado, assign a point total to Dallas. And then I can't remember the form smart enough where if you mess up, it'll tell you. I don't know if it's that smart, but basically you just use each number between 1 and 16. Now, it's really, really easy. It's a lot of fun. It's $15 to enter, $15, and you have to e-transfer me. It's not just for fun. It is $15. And then last year, the winner took 60%. So last year, the winner won $500. Then second place takes 30%. So what was it? It was 55 people last year. So 825. So last year, the winner won $500. Second place won $250, and third place won $82. So it's really, really exciting. And obviously you need to get the playoff if you predict the winner, but it's not just predicting the winner because every point matters. So it's very important that you assign 15 to the team that you think is going to be in the Stanley Cup Finals, because they'll be the only team that wins 3 rounds, if you see what I mean, aside from the finalists. So it's gonna be great. There is a tiebreaker, but I won't reveal that yet. So this is what I'm gonna do. After tomorrow night, after the final games, we kind of know which 16 teams are in, but we don't know who's playing who. Not that remember, it's not a bracket pool. It's simply assigning 1 point total, 1 through 16, to each of the 16 teams. But I'm going to make it available starting basically on Saturday. But then it's not due. I give people until the start of game 2s, actually, not game 1. So it's not going to be due on Monday night. It's going to be due on Wednesday night before game 2s. And that way it gives you almost 4 or 5 days. And a lot of people, they like to see what happens in game 1, but I think that's actually a silly move, because I've been burned before. I see what happens in game 1, and then I start thinking, oh, this team, like imagine if Florida beats Boston in game 1. Then are you thinking, oh my gosh, Florida might beat Boston. I better not give Boston so many high points. So regardless, I will have the pool ready on Saturday morning. It'll be a link to a Google form, and that way you just send it. You send me you submit the Google form with your picks, then you send me $15 to my bank, and we're in business. Okay? So that's what we got to do. And I do talk about this pool on the show for sure. Now, the other thing, Charlie, though, is I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the show in the off season now. I know I'm not going to go nightly. I might drop to twice a week, like a Sunday, Wednesday, or a 3 times a week, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. I haven't decided yet because, we'll see. I'm going to take the weekend to think about it. There's no rush. I don't stream on Friday, Saturday anyway. So I will definitely stream Sunday night, definitely stream Monday night. I'll probably stream every night for 1 more week, and then we'll go from there. Garrett says, sounds like a pyramid scheme. Well, you don't have to, I'm not getting you to recruit anyone, and I'm not giving you a cut. That was pretty funny. That was good. I will get your feedback next week on how many nights a week I should stream. That's one of the many things I'll be soliciting feedback on for next week, for sure. Yes. And you read my mind. Let's do 5 to 10 minutes of Ask Me Anything. So no Canucks and hockey related questions unless they are content related like this. Will there be Canucks after dark in the summer? Coach Rob, great question. Parker and I are going to talk about that. We might actually try a couple pre-recorded shows, so we're not tied to Monday night at 10, but we'll see. So ask me anything for 5 minutes. How do you keep the kids entertained on a road trip to Disneyland? If we're talking about driving, obviously devices help. We have a movie player, DVD player in our van. They sleep for a lot of it, but we haven't driven in quite a few years. We've been flying, but generally they've been really good. They never got car sick, and we would also play little funny games within the family, but generally they weren't hard to entertain at all. Would I host a poker tournament? I would. I don't know if I want complete strangers coming to my house though. So maybe it would be out, but I think, but I know how. I've done it before, but I think maybe it would be, I think I would do a bowling meetup before I do a poker tournament. Am I a Raptors fan? They're not my favorite NBA team. I like the Suns actually, but I did get to go, many of you guys know the story. I got to go to the Raptors parade the year they won the NBA championship. So no, I wouldn't say I'm a big Raptors fan, but I do know they're disappointing last night. I'm not going to watch the new Mario movie. I'm not interested. Can Sean come on for the last segment? Not tonight. I think he just got back from working out. I think I can hear the shower going upstairs actually. But I'll get Sean on for next week for sure, especially once his school ends. Would I ever make my kids pay rent? Yep, I would. Once they're out of university and if they have full-time jobs, no problem making them pay rent. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it, but I'm not answering any more Canucks questions. Did that already. This is, I break up my show to Canucks related stuff for the majority, but this part is Ask Me Anything, but I do appreciate, Ask Me Anything that's not Canucks related, excuse me, or hockey related, but I appreciate the kind words. Online poker tournament, not my thing. What's the plan for the meetup? No formal plans yet. Got to pick a day and then we go from there. How will the Lakers do in the NBA playoffs? I don't think they'll get past the first round. But actually, I haven't been following them that closely. I don't even know what a Cybertruck is, so I can say no. Top 3 jerseys. This is kind of borderline hockey related. I'm not a big jersey guy. So I'm not even trying to avoid it, Dominic. I don't have 3 other favorite jerseys. I'm not a big jersey connoisseur, to be honest with you. Sure, do it. Let's do it, Patrick Alvin. Oh, Cybertruck is a Tesla. No, thank you. Are Sean and Jacob starting to think of looking for a place of their own? Not Jake. Jake's still got 2 more years of university. I know he loves living at home. I think Sean would be open to it once he starts working his full-time job, but we're in no rush to kick him out. I have bought a couple of things from Craigslist, not a lot, and I haven't bought anything on Marketplace, but I've sold things on Marketplace. What happened to Parker? Nothing. He still, we still do Canucks After Dark. He'll still do videos on important topics, but he doesn't live stream anymore, at least not right now. Salty all day. Draft style pool with over 50 people with no player can take. That would be crazy. NHL 23 tournament, perhaps. I really gotta suck. I mean, I really gotta suck. I suck. I really gotta practice. Do I like Resident Evil? Nope. Won't care for it. What type of music do I like? Old school R&B, 80s and 90s R&B, and worship music. What's the most expensive thing you've ever bought? Housing or cars excluded? It would be Gail's engagement ring. Then, if housing and cars don't count, it would be Gail's engagement ring or RRSPs. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup or O. Henry? Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Favorite vacation ever? The one I've taken, probably Disney cruise. Hawaii was pretty cool this last summer, though, for sure. Favorite TV show? Criminal Minds. 24, Blacklist, those type of shows. I say Criminal Minds and Blacklist right now. Although I have a whole season to catch up on. I'm waiting till May when I'm finished studying, and then I can catch up on all those shows. What's my most prized possession? What a great question. So obviously family, but I think if you're talking about a material thing, maybe my wedding ring, because of what it stands for. I'm not going to sit here and say this microphone, although I really like it. By the way, don't you love how the white pops? I had an option to get black, but I wanted the white one. Prized possession. Yeah, that's a really good question. Well, Sean's going to work out now. Have a good workout. Yeah, great question, I see. You got me thinking now. I think I saw you in Hawaii. Are you being serious? Where would that? Tell me about that. Where would that have been? Tell me. Coffee, Chris, the candy bar. It's okay. Favorite hobby besides hockey, music or content creation? No, music, playing the piano. Do I think private school is overrated? No, not overrated. I do think though that kids can succeed and flourish in public or private schools. My 3 kids went to a Catholic school, a private elementary school, but they all went to public high school. Dream car, don't have one. I don't know enough about cars. All right, JC, look out for it. I'll be talking about it on my channel on the weekend. The mic, though, yeah, I love this mic. I love it. I love how it's white. It just pops. House or car could count as private possession. Yeah. Well, the house is important, of course, because of it gives us a place to live. No, we weren't. No, if a deserted on an island for the rest of your life, you can only pick 2 people to join you. Who would they be? Oh my gosh. One would probably be Gail, and then I'm not going to choose between the 3 kids. So maybe my mom. Take care of her. Because if I pick another woman, Gail would shoot me. Did I pick another guy, like a best bud? Maybe. I'll say Gail, my mom. You were in Maui. Oh, okay. We were in Honolulu. Taylor says public school is better. Carol. Let's give some love to Carol. Thank you, Carol, for the donation. And I hope you feel better. I will message you on the weekend. But thank you, Carol. Good night, everyone. Thank you. And also, no donation, but still worth mentioning. Kaya's paper is done. So I want to give some love to Kaya as well. And we're going to give her the goal horn. Because Kaya is the Game Over Vancouver MVP. And tonight she ran the stream for us, even though she had a paper due 1 hour after we were done. So congratulations, Kaya. Are you looking for the trips that we're doing this summer? Absolutely, Shannon. I am. I really am. Especially because, Jacob and Prue is going to be pretty exciting. Chocolate or peanut butter? Chocolate. How much would you count to if it was donated in money? Huh? I don't even get that. Like, how high would I count? Until my voice ran out. I'm sure. Wouldn't those people you pick also be stuck on a deserted island? Wouldn't those people I pick also be stuck? Did I miss something? Now I'm confused. Kaya. Favorite ice cream? Strawberry. Pretty boring. Okay, fine. We'll give a horn for all those that are still in school and semester almost done for post-secondary folks. That's true, like Sean and Jacob. So that deserves a horn for sure. For all of you post-secondary people. Kaya is the queen of multitasking. 11:58 submission. Toy skipped some instructions. Oh, Rome, see, you know me too well. I am going to do one of those Kahoots, how well do you know me, for prizes. Yeah, so a couple of things. Next week, I'll talk about the future of the channel, or the summer, like nothing earth-shattering. I will launch the playoff pool. I'll probably run a couple contests and giveaways as well. Oh, actually, yes. And I have had ones that have been more narrow. I have one other pair that I wear more for dress up. So you might have seen it on some of my vlogs. They're a little bit nicer than this, but yes, this has been my style. Oh, like, should you pick important people to be on a desert island with you, or should you keep them living back home? No, I'm selfish. I got to take care of me first. Favorite place to go to in Vancouver? Kobe Japanese Steakhouse. I do like going downtown quite a bit. I love Rogers Arena, especially when they win. What position do I sleep in? I start off as a forward. Then I spend some time on D, and then I wind up. Oh, you mean like how I sleep on my back, like a like a dead person. I'll sleep right on my back, straight up, hands by my side. Yeah, Testified Love's a good song. I like that one. I like that one for sure. You guys are getting weird. Do I sleep with my socks on? No, I do not. I do not sleep with socks on. Hockey related question. Sorry, Gary. What a jerk I am. Stomach sleeping gang. Oh, when I do that, so I do wind up on my stomach, but then somehow my covers wind off me, and then I always feel like I'm going to suffocate, but I'm not going to. Usually, too, when I lie on my back, Mickey sleeps with Gail and me, so he'll often sleep on my legs. Another final due Friday. Yikes. Well, at least you don't have any game overs to do. Socks are in the house. Shoes. Oh, socks are in house shoes, so no, not allowed on the bed. Would I ever get a cat? Respectfully, no. I don't like cats. David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar? David Lee Roth. How understanding are you and your wife with your kids? Very much so. I think, though, I'm going to say this, and if you've met my kids, hopefully you'd agree with this. Gail and I are very blessed. Sean, Jacob, and Kayla are amazing. And for those of you that have met them, I hope you'd agree, or you don't have to agree. That's kind of show-offy. But if you haven't met them, I can't wait till you guys actually meet them. I do think good kids come from good parents. Like, you're really going to see good kids and say, "Oh, their parents suck," or you're really going to see bad kids with good parents. I usually think, for me, I think good kids come from good parents. So I think Gail and I are good parents. She's more strict than I am, for sure. Surprise, surprise. I'm more outgoing than she is. Surprise, surprise. Gail would always say, the kids can have my talent, ability, brains, athletic ability, charisma, personality, public speaking, as long as they get her looks. No problem, Gary. Favorite color? Black. Who wins? Bear, gorilla? Gorilla. Clay's Cats commentary, CCC. I don't know what you're trying to get me to say here, Kaya. Actually, I do know what you're trying to get me to say. That's not very nice. There, get it? Thoughts on the other Canucks YouTubers? Like them all. I respect Lego's hustle, the way he does it as a full-time thing, and done it from such a young age. The hockey guy, not my style, but I got to give him props. Look at the following he's built. Very good stuff. I like Parker, obviously, because we've been partners for 2 years now. I don't know if he's still here. Rev Trev, Kempner Canucks. I think he's on the right track for sure. I'm trying to think of who else does YouTube as their main thing. Yeah, I do like all the other Canucks YouTubers. I think I'm the most consistent, like that strictly Canucks. Like Lego does 3-4 videos a day, and Canucks are one of the teams he likes between Detroit and Montreal. But he's got a wonderful following for sure. Favorite movie as a kid? As a kid, this is bad. I like Naked Gun and Coming to America, but that's really bad. Favorite sport to watch other than hockey? To watch would be football. To play would be bowling or basketball. Happy belated birthday, Zed. Zed. You watch them in the shadows? Do you mean you don't say anything? Or you're literally in a shadow in your house, which would be a little bit weird. Every child deserves a parent, but some parents don't deserve a child. Yeah, I hear where you're going with that. Favorite dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Would always whoop Triceratops. What's the bruh? What else did I say? Good parents for the win. The best thing about living in Vancouver. Housing's so cheap. No, I think I like the food, and I like the fact that within 45 minutes you can be on a beach, in a forest, or up a mountain. Harry. Thank you for the donation, Harry. Appreciate it. Hi, Clay. How are you? Which playoff matchup are you looking forward to seeing? Oh, I'm only going to answer. Okay, I don't want you guys to think that you have to pay to get me to answer a hockey question, but because Harry did donate, I will answer this hockey question even though we're doing Ask Me Anything. I am looking forward to seeing Tampa, Toronto, and New Jersey, the Rangers, the most. Thank you for the donation, Harry. Appreciate it. What the heck? It's 5 after 12. It's 10 after 12. What am I doing? I got to go. I think you'll watch that Air movie about Nike. Okay, tell me about it. But not tonight because I'm going to go. Morning or night? I'm a night person, obviously. It's past midnight. Would I ever grow a mullet? No. Look, I'm losing all my hair right here. I can barely grow this, so no. No, football is an American football. What jobs have you had in the past? First job was making fish and chips at the P&E. I've done student painting. I worked at a mortgage corporation. I worked 3 years as a busboy. But as a real grown person, I've worked as an auditor. I've worked in human resources, and I've worked for the Catholic Church for the past 20 years. And I do public speaking. I think it's time to go. I'm getting tired now. Night, everyone. Where are you going? I gotta get up to work tomorrow. Thanks for answering my question. You're welcome. No stream from Rob tonight. You're the best. So are you. Making fish and chips. Yeah, I burned I have all these burns on my arms though. Clay's hair is 10 out of 10. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Friends, let's end here. Thank you for being here. A lot of good stuff tonight. A lot of fun. So moderators, I can't believe we went just for an hour and 10 minutes just now. Moderators, thank you. Legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, thanks for your support. Thanks to Hall of Fame franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you, whether you subscribed, whether you left a donation. People who left donations tonight, I appreciate it. It was Harry, it was Carol, and it was Lucas. And then Marcus used his membership message. So thanks to all of you. On your way out, make sure you subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership. Thank you to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform Personal Training, Weight Loss. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So I will be streaming. I won't be streaming on Friday, Saturday. I will be starting again on Sunday. And then on Sunday, start to look. I'll be releasing my playoff pool on Saturday morning. So look for that on Twitter. I'll post it on my community tab here on YouTube as well. And then on Sunday, we'll do one more week of every night. And then we will see what happens after that. So thank you everyone for being here once again. And I hope that you have an awesome weekend. And as someone mentioned in the chat, it sounds like the Canucks will be doing their media availability on Saturday. So until then, I hope that you stay safe, that you stay healthy, that you take care of yourselves, and you take care of each other. And once again, don't forget, I will have all my playoff pool. I'll have it ready for you by Saturday morning. I'm not sure if I told you earlier today, I was out and Gail called me and she said, if you're not home in 10 minutes, I'm going to give the dinner that I cooked for you to Mickey, our dog. She said, if you're not home in 10 minutes, I actually got home in 5 minutes because I'd hate for anything to happen to Mickey. God bless and go Canucks go. Booyah.